I mentioned our measurement suite, which has been awarded and is well respected in the space right now, and it consists of 4 levels of tools. We have tools that help us to develop insights, and I mentioned our digital footprint analysis, which is our starting point to listen to the conversation that's happening prior to launching our campaigns. But then we have our digital footprint index that helps us to measure effectiveness. How is it that our brand is being talked about on an ongoing basis? We're able to calculate the reach of our conversations through something we call an earned digital engagement. Similar to impressions that you might have in the traditional media space, this is our calculation of what the conversation that's happening online, how it's magnified. And then we're able to do a variety of reporting that demonstrates impact on ROI, on activations, on different things like this. So everything from tracking how many check-ins people do at your place of business to how much they're activating a coupon or downloading a coupon, or even, you know, with the right parameters in place, how many door swings are happening because they're purchasing a coupon that they've seen on the site that you're managing, that we're managing, and bringing it through to completion with a purchase at the store. We've launched also recently, over the last year, the Recommendation Index, which is a tool that compares industry categories, players in the industry categories, different industry categories, and gives a ranking as to what the consumer population is saying they recommend the most through social media channels. And so we're very proud of the awards that we've received on our measurement suite, from our 2010 Iron Saber Award for the Recommendation Index, which I just mentioned, or the Holmes Report Iron Saber Award for honoring us for industry-leading evaluation. Our metrics system here, our measurement system, is something that enables us to bring a lot of value to the consumers and the brands, to the brands that we represent. So in terms of our measurement suite, I'll tell you a little bit more about our digital footprint analysis. The DFA is a qualitative analysis that gives us the where, the how, and the why a brand and its competitors are being talked about and recommended. You know, it gives us a lot of great information that helps us to formalize the strategy that we pursue. From everything from how much online conversation is there about the particular brand plus a couple of its competitors, how is the consumer population recommending us versus a competitor, where is it that these conversations are occurring, and then we can evaluate through that, you know, the efficacy of those channels and the importance of us being engaged in those channels, and what are the key themes that are happening there, which are important for us both in a positive and a negative way to know how we should craft our messaging and how we should engage with the consumer population. And we do this both in English and in Spanish. Our digital footprint index is a tool that we use on an ongoing basis that gives us a quantitative measure on the volume, the height, the width, and the depth of those conversations. So we want to know, you know, how much is that brand being talked about, but also where, and, you know, what are those channels that it's being talked about, and, you know, how is it being shared on an ongoing basis, and is it being understood? Is our messaging coming across? Are we hearing our brand talked about in the ways that are significant to the brand goals? So all of this comes into play as we, on a regular basis, are sampling what's happening out in the conversation space in order to redirect whatever's happening in our campaign and continually do adjustments to make sure that we're having the most effective campaign out there. Our Hispanic marketing suite, in addition to everything we do in the word of mouth and social media space, is robust in every channel that we might need to engage with the Hispanic population. We do everything, as I mentioned, from research and measurement to strong partnerships and sponsorships with all the leading spaces that are out there of significance to this population. We have an engaged media relations team that has worked with all the networks, the radio stations, TV, print, you know, long form, long reads, short form, magazine publications, in addition to all the social media spaces as well. You've heard me talking about the digital and social media work that we do and our expertise there. We're connected to the leading bloggers around the country, the leading social media tastemakers, and we're a part of that conversation on a regular basis. word of mouth, which goes so far beyond just what's happening on the online channels, but it's getting those conversations happening wherever they happen to have impact, from your community centers in your neighborhoods to the beauty salon, at the bank, at the grocery store, wherever that conversation is happening. We will work on a strategy and have worked on strategies to help us get those conversations going. We talked about the importance of influencers and those people that are out there that are shaping conversations that are important to us. And in the Hispanic space, being connected to the entertainment community is so pivotal, as they tend to have a strong impact on the Hispanic decision-making process. A strong celebrity endorsement goes a long way. And then, of course, corporate social responsibility efforts, which continue to deliver so much value to the brands that are out there. So we offer a full range, a 360-degree range of Latino offerings in all the work that we do. So at the end of the day, when we talk about Zocalo Group, we want to remind folks that we're here to make brands the most talked about and recommended, both online and offline, in their categories. And we do this by providing strategic guidance and tactical implementation of social media word-of-mouth programs. We want to always start with strong cultural connections with the English-speaking Hispanics, but also effectively engage the Spanish-speaking Hispanics, making sure that at the end of the day, we're driving Hispanic recommendations that are going to be the most beneficial for the brands that are out there. So if you have any need or interest in this kind of work, you can reach out to us at Zocalo Group. I am available for you online on Twitter as NewsDude, and we look forward to helping you make the Hispanic brand power come to life through the importance of recommendations. Thanks for listening, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Saludos.